Hi, I'm Ruby from Ruby's Bedtime Stories. I hope you've had a lovely day. It's time for another story. Today I'm going to be reading The Life of RILEYS by Sheridan. This book was sent to me from England, which is in the UK. Before we start reading, what do you think this book is going to be about? Is there any clues on the front cover? Are you ready to read this lovely book? Let's get reading! Meet Mr. O'Reilly, a grumpy old chap with an awfully big boulder stuck to his back. And this is his young pup Riley. He's a very good boy and is ever so smiley. Why do you think Mr. O'Reilly has a boulder on his back? Their story began with a stroll in the morning. They both fetched their hats, with O'Reilly still yawning. The old man's hat was clean and pristine, but Riley's was grimy, the foulest you've seen. There's more to this hat than may meet your eye. A secret it holds, you'll soon find out why. What do you think the secret is? Out stepped O'Reilly as it started to pour. Oh, he despised rain, of that he was sure. Riley loved rain, feeling better and better, so he jumped in the puddles, getting wetter and wetter. Do you like rain or sunshine? I prefer sunshine. As Mr. O'Reilly trudged through the square, a busker's sweet melody filled up the air. But Mr. O'Reilly just couldn't bear. "Turn off that racket!" he snapped with a glare. Though not wanting to squander this wonderful chance, Riley waddled over and started to dance. Stood at the roadside, struggling to cross, a sweet old lady asked, "Would you help me across?" O'Reilly scowled at the woman with a grumble and groan and said, "Sorry, old lady, but you're on your own." But as quick as a wink, Riley swiftly took head and helped her across to fulfill his good deed. Mr. O'Reilly, now on his way home, saw a homeless man sitting just all on his own. The man, cold and hungry, asked for a penny, but O'Reilly ignored him, even though he had many. Yet Riley could see he was ever so sad, so he gave him a hug, the best he ever had. When bedtime came round, O'Reilly lay down and frowned. A miserable day, bad thoughts all around. Riley, on the other hand, was ever so glad, dreaming of the great day he had just had. The very next day, O'Reilly ready to go, but where was his hat? He just didn't know. Then out the corner of his eye, a tail would wag. It was Riley who'd swiped it in a fun little gag. Mr. O'Reilly, not a fan of the trick, attempted to grab it, but the dog was too quick. He searched high and low with a huff and plea. "That dog stole my hat, where on earth can it be?" Left with no choice, O'Reilly would wear the dog's smelly hat, filled with old soggy hair. As Riley jumped in the puddles with a wide joyful grin, he tried to convince the old man to join in. O'Reilly refused and shook his old head. "Too wet and too muddy," he miserably said. Then, right out of nowhere, it was rather bizarre, as the hat brightly shone like a shimmering star. And zing! A strange feeling he couldn't explain pulled O'Reilly towards the dog's fun, puddly game. And suddenly, with joy he could barely contain, he jumped into puddles again and again. What was this old hat, all grubby and grim? Was it a magical hat? Were there wonders within? Do you think it's magical? Water would splash and water would spray until strangely his boulder began to give way. "That's very odd," O'Reilly did say. "Why is my boulder crumbling away?" Why do you think it's crumbling away? The busker played music, a popular tune, so Riley kept dancing all afternoon. Mr. O'Reilly moaned at the sound. "Too noisy," he grumbled, and oh how he frowned. But the hat glowed again, and a quick change of heart, as O'Reilly's bad feelings began to depart. And soon he was grooving to the busker's next song, dancing and prancing and singing along. Seemed that this hat had a magical sway, as it washed all the old man's sad thoughts away. Wow, what a magical hat! Then, on this most wondrous and curious day, O'Reilly's big boulder did not want to stay. "That's very odd," O'Reilly did say. "Why is my boulder crumbling away?" It's happened again. Right by the road the old lady would stand, waving for help with her old shaky hand. "Won't you please help?" she asked with a sigh. "This road is too busy. I cannot get by." Then the magical hat gave a soft shiny hue, as both Rileys would guide the old lady straight through. He's changing, isn't he? Last time he didn't. The pair wandered off on this grey autumn day, as more of the boulder tumbled astray. "That's very odd," old Riley did say. "Why is my boulder crumbling away?" A short while later, wouldn't you know, the homeless man sat, all drenched head to toe. Think they're going to help him? O'Reilly was selfish and not keen to share until the hat gave a twinkle and mystical glare, and before he could quibble, each penny he'd spare. No more was he cross or riddled with greed, as helping another pleased him indeed. And just like before, and with quite the display, the boulder would crumble for the fourth time that day. "That's very odd," O'Reilly did say. "Could all of my boulder have crumbled away?" On top of the world, he jumped up with glee, for the boulder had vanished. O'Reilly was free. He whisked off the hat, no longer a need, as it clearly fulfilled its magical deed. As soon as he did, such a magical sight, as the world all around him was suddenly bright. The only thing dull, not twinkling one bit, was the raggedy hat, as it lay there unlit. And just at that moment, O'Reilly could see the hat wasn't magic, the magic was he. "The hat's not the wonder," he said with a cheer. My joy and compassion were always right here." Riley's sparkling kindness helped show him the way, and that's why the boulder crumbled away. So thanks to young Riley, his cheerful best chum, Mr. O'Reilly was no longer glum. No trouble or care, no boulder to bear, no longer a reason to frown everywhere. They both had each other and snuggled in deep, living the life of Riley as they danced off to sleep. The end. Wasn't that such a lovely book, children? What was your favourite part of the book? My favourite part of the book is the end, where Mr. O'Reilly realised that the world's actually a lovely place. Did you enjoy this book? I definitely did. A big thank you to Aaron Sheridan for sending me this lovely book. Thank you. Bye.